I don't want to spend too much time in an intro, so today we are rebuilding the Utah Jazz and we are going to try and win them a championship. But before we get into that video, at 2,000 subscribers, I am doing a $50 gift card giveaway. One of you is going to win a gift card to your choice of either the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Store, or the NBA Store. So hit that subscribe button. We're like 30 away, so if you hit that subscribe button and 29 other people do, we can get that giveaway done ASAP, so make sure you hit that. Also, Happy New Year to everybody. Hopefully this year's going to be better than last year. But anyways, hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Please, please, please hit that like button right now. Helps the video get out to a ton more people, which means the giveaway comes sooner. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. Let's get into this. Alright, so we're here in 2K, and obviously if we take a look at the roster, we have Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. But outside of that, there's some solid players, but nobody that really puts this team over the top, which we need. So I'm going to have to make some trades, and we're going to have to do a few things, but I think we're going to be able to make it work. But honestly, nobody's safe. And I'm going to preface this before we get any further in the video. This is not a realistic rebuild. I repeat, this is not a realistic rebuild. I just have to say that, because otherwise I get people commenting saying that this video isn't realistic, and I'm like, I never claimed it to be realistic. So I'm just going to put that out there. So now, with that being said, what's the direction of this team? Does Gobert stay here long term? Donovan Mitchell is going to be the guy we build around. We got a lot of choices to make. And I'm going to start out with, I'm going to see what's out there for Rudy Gobert and a first round pick this season. If there's nothing really good, we'll keep him. If there's something worth doing, I'm going to do it. Rudy Gobert obviously is a top 5 center in the league. But does he translate to winning basketball games in 2K? I don't really know. Maybe. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. We could get Anthony Edwards, who obviously was the #1 overall pick this year, who could end up being a very similar player to Donovan Mitchell. Probably not worth doing. If we throw in another first, then what happens? These trades are pretty much the same, so we're probably not going to be doing any of these trades. Should I trade Rudy Gobert and 3 firsts for Wiggins? No, but that would be the funniest trade in history. Okay, so Rudy Gobert's safe for now. For now. What we really need to do is find out what the goal is here. Who's staying? I just don't know. We need to find some better everything. Realistically, to win a championship in 2K, we gotta find something better than what we have. And I think trading Mike Conley, he's on the last year of his deal. If we can capitalize on his value somehow and bring in a good player, that would be huge. Buddy Hield would be cool, but we really don't need a shooting guard. Mitchell Robinson would be cool. We'd have to re-sign him after next year, but he could play power forward for us. Miles Turner, also same thing. He could play power forward for us. We don't need Jeremy Lamb. DeMar DeRozan. Do we go all in first season and hope DeMar DeRozan's good? And if not, he's gone after this year and then we're fine? That's probably the move. Not going to lie, that's probably what we're going to do. Because we could use a good small forward. So we have one now. So, what else? What else do we want to do here? I want to go look at the game plan again. Oh, God. We need a point guard. We need a point guard bad. Our only point guard is Trent Forrest, who's a 67 overall. I did not realize... obviously Donovan Mitchell runs a lot of on-ball stuff. But I didn't realize Mike Conley was legitimately their only point guard on the roster. That's atrocious. So, to bring in point guard, we probably got to trade someone. We have a lot of small forwards now. We have Royce O'Neal, Joe Ingles, and then we also have Bogdanovich and DeRozan. I know Bogdanovich is a 4 here. But if we go to the roster and we make him a 3, he goes up 1. And he's the type of player I'm willing to get rid of to make this team better. So, let's take Bogdanovich. He makes $17 million. I'll throw a second-round pick with him. And we will see what we can get. Hopefully a point guard. That is the hope. Because we need one. Bad. In the worst way do we need a point guard. I saw Terry Rozier there. Not really the type of point guard I want to bring in. I would like to bring in somebody much better. Ricky Rubio was good here. He was a really good point guard when he played for Utah. I think he did a lot of good things for Donovan Mitchell. But I don't know if he's the best person to bring in. Maybe we got to throw a first. Maybe we throw this first in here, and maybe we can get somebody better. And maybe we don't. Maybe we have to look elsewhere. We can get Derrick Rose. Ricky Rubio's like the only point guard that I see. So maybe Bogdanovich isn't the person to trade. Maybe it is Joe Ingles. $10 million player. Maybe he can find us something good. Or maybe not. Yeah, these are really similar value trades as the last one. Okay. Do I even have like a nice young player to trade away? Like Joe Ingles and... What if I trade away Clarkson? Does he have any sort of value to bring me in a point guard? Dennis Schroeder, that'd be an okay point guard. We also bring in KCP. Karis LeVert, I wish he was a point guard. I wish he was a point guard because he would be a nice player. I mean, I could put Donovan Mitchell at the point guard too. What happens there? Because, honestly, bringing in Karis LeVert would be cool. Oh, we'd have to give up our pick this year, though. I'm not going to do that. Got Ricky Rubio's there. Dennis Schroeder and KCP. I'm going to make this trade here. All right. So, with that being said, let's let's take a peek at our rotation. So we have Schroeder, Mitchell, DeRozan, Derek Favors playing the 4, which I'm not against, but I'd have to switch him to the 4. But I'd rather just have him be the backup 5 and bring in a better power forward. And we can do that by trading Bogdanovich probably because we don't need him anymore. So let's trade him. We can always put Bogdanovich back at the 4 too, but I'm not too big on him playing the 4. I'd like somebody that's going to play a little bit better defense there. Chris Middleton. That's interesting because Chris Middleton would be a beast on this team. LaMarcus Aldridge could come in and play the 4 for a year, but I just brought in DeRozan. I'm not trying to make the Spurs all over again. They really want to give me Chris Middleton. I have to do this trade just because the value is so good, and I'm probably going to trade DeMar DeRozan now and try and get ourselves a power forward that way because Kemba Walker. We could use Kemba Walker. If we don't have to bring in a power forward, we can bring in a point guard too. We could bring in Michael Porter Jr. Devin Booker. Okay. Devin Booker. Yeah, we got to make this trade. Okay, so that's where... Now, this is the problem here. One of these two is going to have to become our point guard. And it's probably going to be Donovan Mitchell because he's only 6'1". He goes down only 1 overall. That's perfect. I thought he would go down like 3. This is working out really well. Okay. Look at this starting lineup. I want to get a better power forward. Now the bench is looking good. We need to just maybe get a better backup... Well, I want Gobert or Favors to be my backup center. So maybe I trade Azubuike to be my, try and get a better power forward or something. We'll take him and a second and see what we can do. Give me a better power forward. Myers Leonard, Bismack Biyombo. I mean, those players are obviously better than Azubuike, but how much better? Ed Davis. Nothing really there. Maybe we try to trade away. I mean, Elijah Hughes might have some trade value. Those two together maybe gives us a decent backup or a decent starting power forward. Nemanja Bjelica would be a decent power forward for this team. Yeah, I'm going to bring in Bjelica. He's going to be the starting power forward here. All right, so then that means we have Mitchell, Booker, Middleton, Bjelica, Gobert, and then off the bench we have Schroeder, Favors. Yeah, I actually like this team a lot. We're going to run a 10-man rotation with Quinn Snyder. I think he's going to stay being our coach. What is going to be the best system? Defense? Probably not defense. Balanced, post-centric, triangle, 7 seconds. They're going to run balanced system. All right, we're going to simulate season number 1. We're going to see how good this Utah Jazz team can handle all the moves I made. But definitely a more talented team. We'll just see if the pieces fit together after year number 1. Hopefully they do. But I guess we'll see. All right, so we ended the season. I don't know what our record was because it doesn't show it there anymore. But here are all the awards if you guys are interested. Utah Jazz have Quinn Snyder as head coach. It says we are number 1 in the division, number 1 in the conference, and number 1 in the power rankings. Let's go. We're the number 1 seed. What can I say? Here are all of the awards, or all of the teams. Don't think we're going to have any Jazz. Rudy Gobert defensive team makes sense. And then rookie teams. I don't even know if we had a rookie. But we are the number 1 seed out west. But before we do anything, we have to check out the player stats for this year. So, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell averaged almost 50 points a game together. Schroeder looked really good off the bench. Chris Middleton looked really good. Rudy Gobert, solid. 12.8 rebounds. Doesn't have to do as much scoring as he had to do before because we actually got some offensive talent around him. And I'm not trying to say like the Utah Jazz are bad right now, but they're more known for their defense than their offense, which is fine. But you need some offense too, and that's what we did for them. So they're the 1 seed. They got Memphis, which means John Morant, Terrence Ross. It's an interesting addition. But other than that, team is pretty much the same. So let's see if we can beat this team. This team. We'll go up 1-0. Let's simulate the whole round. We went 4-1. That's cool. Then we got the Lakers. They got IT. Jordan Clarkson's back in town. LeBron, Anthony Davis, Montrezl Harrell, Joe Ingles. We traded him there. Then they got Marcus Kuzma. Okay. So pretty much same team except they got Ingles and Jordan Clarkson and Isaiah Thomas. So 3 new additions. Let's see if we can beat them. Let's go game by game. We simulate game 1. We win. We win game 2. They take game 3 and game 4. We take game 5. And we take game 6. And now we got Zion in the Western Conference Finals. So it's Bledsoe, Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Steven Adams. Yeah, same team they have. So let's see if we can win this matchup. They take game 1. We take game 2. They take game 3. We take game 4. We take game 5. Game 7 is here. Let's go Simcast. Let's see if we can move on to the finals in year number 1. And we're kind of running them out of the building. So we end up winning by almost 30 points. And we got the Brooklyn Nets. So we got Kyrie Irving, Karis LeVert, KD, Jeff Green. You guys know the drill. It's a solid Nets team. They were the number 4 seed somehow. Let's see if we can beat them. Let's go game by game. We take game 1. And game 2. And game 3. 3-1. 4-1. We do win the championship. Hey, that's pretty solid. In 1 year, I was able to build this team up. Let's go. Devin Booker wins Finals MVP. I was hoping it was Donovan Mitchell just because it was his team. You know, Donovan or Rudy or something. But it's D-Book, and that's fine. Let's see if we can do it again next year. So, we don't have a draft pick, so I'm just going to go to staff signing, make sure that we got all of our coaches. Need an assistant GM. Michael Williams, always the go-to. And he does take that. And then we have we'll leave our trainer for now. NBA draft. Well, we don't even have a pick. So we'll go to rookie signing. No rookies. Team player options. I don't care about any of those guys. They can just walk. I don't care. Qualifying offers. Juwan Morgan, sure. Trent Forrest, no. And then free agency. I don't know who we would have in free agency. Dennis Schroeder. Is that pretty much it? Okay, we'll throw him $16 million. All right, perfect. And who else? So we have our starting lineup, except for our power forward. Who is our power forward? Now I'm drawing a blank. Why do I have no idea who I'm missing out of my team last year? Oh, Nemanja Bjelica's one. Where is he? Huh. Okay, well, let's just see who we can sign here. Not a whole lot of anybody. Let's go ahead and try and bring in Markieff Morris and Kelly Olynyk. And what else do I need on this team? Reggie Jackson, I guess. Okay, we don't have enough for 2 of those guys. Wow, we have like no money. That is a big L. Mike Conley. Can't bring him back either. That is not good. I might have just sold this team in free agency, not gonna lie. We might have just completely... I'm just gonna go to player progression, dude. I am messing things up bad this offseason. We still have our star players and everything, but outside of that, dude, we look kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, I'm gonna send some people to training camps. We'll get into season number 2, and we'll just see if we can win a championship just for fun. But that's gonna be the last season. But either way, we'll see. All right, so this is the lineup. We got 290 overalls here. We got Rudy Gobert, Chris Middleton. You know, the team's not that bad. I think we just run it. I think we just run it back. And we just see what happens. I'm all for it. Let's just run it back. All right, so I'm going to simulate season number 2. We're going to see if we can win a championship again and end this on a good note. Do you get it? Jazz notes? All right. That was a bad pun. All right, season's over. It looks like we, I can see it up top right. You guys probably can't see it. We were number 1 in the Western Conference again, which is cool to see. We do not win Coach of the Year this year. But do we have anybody in any All-NBA teams? Maybe Rudy on defensive team again. He doesn't even make it this year. Okay, so we are the 1 seed again. Like I said, we won 57 games. So let's see the stats again, and then let's move on. So Devin Booker, 26. Donovan Mitchell, 24. So we actually did get over 50 points from the duo this year. Chris Middleton, 18.5. All right, so the bench is a little bit down this year. The starters are getting better, though. So let's see. We got the same first-round matchup. Let's see if we can beat Memphis this time. We do win it in 6. And now we got Houston. So we got John Wall, James Harden, Daniel House, Christian Wood, Nerlens Noel. Can we beat this team? They actually take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. They take game 4. We take game 5. We take game 6. And now we got Zion again in the Western Conference Finals. All right, let's see if we can beat them this time. We take game 1. They take game 2. We take game 3. All right, tied up 2-2. 3-2 them. And we actually get eliminated by the Pelicans. And they go on to win the whole thing. Zion does win Finals MVP. So that is kind of disappointing end to the video. But we got our championship in year number 1, which is always good. And you know what? We just win another season for fun. But anyways, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. I hope I convinced you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also to drop a like in this video, because I'm just going to say, like, you liking the video helps me out because it gets into the YouTube algorithm and all that stuff that a lot of people don't really care about. And it gets to the more people, I get more views, and I put out better content for you guys. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. But other than that, it's been a blast. I mean, I'm excited to get 2021 off to a great start. Keep making fire content. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it, and peace out.